Hi viewers, in this video we are presenting general definitions for the purpose of JAO. Absorption costing, a method whereby the cost is determined so as to include the appropriate share of both variable and fixed costs. Acceptance, the drawee's signed asset on a bill of exchange to the order of the drawer. This term is also used to describe a bill of exchange that has been accepted. Account receivable, that is sundry debtor. That means who receives sales from our side. Accounting policies, the specific accounting principles and the methods of applying the principles adapted by an enterprise in the preparation and presentation of financial statements. Accrual, recognition of revenues and costs as they are earned or incurred. It includes recognition of transactions relating to assets and liabilities as they accrue irrespective of the actual receipts of payments. Next, accrual basis of accounting. The method of recording transactions by which revenues, costs, assets, and liabilities are reflected in the accounts in the period in which they occur. The accrual basis of accounting includes considerations relating to deferrals, allocations, depreciation, and amortization. This basis is also referred to as a mercantile basis of accounting. Next, accrued assets, a developing but not yet enforceable claim against another person which accumulates with the passage of time or the rendering of service or otherwise. It may arise from the rendering of services. Accrued expenses, an expense which has been incurred in an accounting period but for which no enforceable claim has become due in that period against the enterprise. It may arise from the purchase of services which at the date of accounting have been only partly performed and are not yet billable. Next, accrued liability, a developing but not yet enforceable claim by another person which accumulates with the passage of time or the receipt of service or otherwise. It may arise from the purchase of services which at the date of accounting have been only partly performed and are not yet billable. Accrued revenue, revenue which has been earned in an accounting period but in respect of which no enforceable claim has become due in that period by the enterprise. It may arise from the rendering of services which at the date of accounting have been partly performed and are not yet billable. Next, accumulated depletion. The total to date of the periodic depletion charges on wasting assets. Next, accumulated depreciation. The total to due to date of the periodic depreciation charges on depreciable assets. Next, accrual cost. That means cost arised in the production. Next, ad valorem, a method of levying tax or duty on goods by using their assessable value as the tax base. Next, added value. Any item adding to assets, that is added value. Next, added value statement. The added values amounts showing statement or value added statement. Advance. Payment made on amount of but before completion of a contract or before acquisition of goods or receipt of services. Amortizable amount, that is the amount required for assets of the firm. Amortization, the gradual and systematic writing of an asset or an account over an appropriate period. The amount on which amortization is provided is referred to as amortizable amount. Depreciation accounting is a form of amortization applied to depreciable assets. Depreciation account is another form of amortization applied to wasting assets. Amortization also refers to gradual extinction or provision for extinction of a debt by gradual redemption or sinking fund payments or the gradual writing off to revenues of miscellaneous expenditure carried forward. Amortized value. The amortizable amount less an portion already provided by way of amortization. Next, annual report. The information provided annually by the management of an enterprise to the owners and other interested person concerning its operations and financial position. It includes the information statutory required. Next, appropriation account. An account sometimes includes as a separate section of the profit and loss account showing application of profits toward diverse reserves. Assets. Tangible objects or intangible rights owned by an enterprise and carrying probable future benefits. Auditor's report. The formal expression of opinion by an independent external auditor on the financial statements of an enterprise, including such reservations, qualifications, and negations as may be called for, and incorporating where appropriate such statutory affirmations as may be prescribed. Authorized share capital, the number and par value of each class of share